team as well in your favor. So maybe that's what they'll be looking for. They do get themselves 3 bounce rooms at the start, at least on Hellraisers, and we are now in game. 3 lanes, 1 question, Winter. Which lane should we keep our eyes on? Actually, Antares is going top with Solo.
Tri lane. Watch the tri lane. Titus alone. Oh my god, he's gonna be so sad. So sad. Oh no, it's Enchantress. It's not Snapfire.
Oh, that's actually really good for Tide. That's actually way better for Tide. They're going in on
Reflection. Glimpse.
Get the catch. And Fly is going to be first blooded. Most likely. Yep. Easy for Ramses. Question is, are they going to continue the tri lane or? Yeah, no, he's just going to TP out because Miro is already getting bullied. I think you're a lot happier that the Ench is playing in the off lane.
I agree. It's rather strange. I feel like it's better for Ench to be a bot to secure the Morphing's lane, you know, because I feel like the Morphing needs the Ench more than the Snapfire. And Snapfire plus Beastmaster is still like a very potent kill lane, you know. You have stuns, slows, you have a lot of damage. So pretty interesting to see they are not going to do that lane setup. So I'm trying to figure out why, you know. It might be because they feel like with the Ench they can pressure the Terabit more at the start, you know. And they feel like Terabit, they want to slow him down.
I guess that might be the case, though. If you have like Wild Axes spam from Saberlight in combination with your Scatter Blast, Fire Snap, Fookie, you should be able to possibly kill off of Terrorblade pretty easily. Speaking of killing, bottom lane, Miro dropping very low, is still going to stay alive. And actually, Antares gets a lot of damage in onto crit in the meantime. Buckbeak doing some nasty tools. Miro is trying to just rush up the Ring of Health, but yeah, he's going to need to send out a healing salve, otherwise that lane is over. Oh, top side, Ramses. Close, but no Sakar. Doesn't have the slow enough to get the kill.
Yeah, this lane is tough for him. They're able to poke, do a lot of damage onto him. Like, I mean, eventually they're going to... Wow, Morphling actually dies to... Oh, Sunstrike. Okay. All right. They need that very, very badly, you know. They have this kind of so greedy lineup, so anything they get from the early game is a huge plus for the ex-HR side.
The one plus, of course, that Kiyotaka also has with the Exofoker is the Water Rune control, because he just sent the Forge Spirit one side, picked up the Water Rune on the other side, and denies any bottle refills for the puck that way.
Yeah, just definitely very nice that you can do that with the Exalt Invoker. And he's doing pretty well in terms of denies, you know. He has 8 denies compared to the 3 from the puck, and he's going to get a couple more last hits here under the tower. So yeah, like overall the Invoker's really happy with the start that he has on top of the kill there.
His bounty gets stolen though, that's slightly unfortunate.
It's okay. It's not that big of a deal for him.
Stop slacking! How could they steal it?
Supports have to stay in the lane, team. Have you not heard? Don't leave your core alone in the lane.
Yeah,
have you not learned anything?
I've seen him win lanes with DK against every counter there's possible. I'll let him alone. Solo, it doesn't really matter. Actually, solo does matter. Still getting a pull off right now. Rotations towards mid to secure the Water Runes. And... yeah, one gets denied, the other gets picked.
Very nicely done. So in bot lane, Tights, because of the kill on the Morphling earlier, so he's having a pretty decent time with the ring, and he's indeed going to go. Yeah, he's indeed going to go for Meteor Hammer, so it helps a lot with his tower push. Gives him very good regen in the lane. So just a very nice item, you know, to have early game.
Yeah, a lot of offlaners these days that I've seen pick up the Meteor. Like Mars, I don't like it on, even though it technically is really good. Glimpse onto Saberlight. He's taken down by Solo.
Holy shit, he just died actually.
Damage.
And yeah, Glimpse and Thunderstrike. That was so much damage.
Oh, Thunderstrike, not really, but the Glimpse is pretty nice damage.
Thunderstrike deals what? 140 damage.
Yeah, but 35
Nice.
damage per time. It also has 25% magic resistance. You know, it tickles every single. It's like 20 damage. Well, 25 damage you take every
It
time.
tickles, but it is still damage. You cannot
It is
disregard
still
it.
damage, but I'd rather
It
get the 200 max glimpse smack in one go than you know, slight dot damage.
yeah, bot lane, Miro.
Yeah, taking some damage, doesn't really care. Turns around to get the extra damage reduction smack on the Morphling, and he'll be able to regen nicely because he's got a Ring of Health and a Ring of Regen. With the Tango and the Inspiration aura from the Flag Bearer creep, his regen is insanely high.
Yeah, and he has 2 points in Kraken Shell. Oh, he actually decides not to get the Meteor Hammer. Gets hooked.
I was
Too much
expecting
spam.
Hood originally, but then he showed Meteor Hammer. I guess if his lane went slightly better, he might have just rushed the Meteor Hammer. But currently,
Slightly
Ramses
better.
is
What?
doing really well.
I mean, the Tide's doing well though. Like,
I
all
know
things
he's
considered.
doing well, but like if it was a lane where he'd be, I guess, not bullied as much because he got pretty low a couple of times there.
Lower your expectations, team.
I believe, okay, Miro is amazing.
A Tide killing the Morphing with the Invoker Sunstrike. I mean, sure, it's not something that happens all the time,
Meteor
but you
Hammer
take it.
wombo combo though. It's a good setup.
Yeah, don't forget the tendrils of the deep, you know.
Oh,
You get the
top
shot
lane.
as a glimpse.
They're going for a fight. They actually need to glimpse them away because Ramses is in a bit of trouble. It's slowed down. Can they keep him alive? Clockwork's rotating through. Here comes Antares. Ramses is almost dropping dead. Shotgun blast. Ramses is on the very edge, staying alive. Fly action response will be taken down. And now the Clockwork will falter, but they at least kept the TB alive. Ramses is just trying to get his level 6. Come on, give me that XP. I need to get level 6 quickly. Speaking of which,
Ooh.
Mikey is rushing up top. He sees such a low HP TP. He wants to get a
He's
freebie.
greedy. He's gonna die if he doesn't TP
Yeah,
back to base.
They fortify the creeps to make sure he doesn't get it in time. And
Oh, TP.
Nope.
Oh no, too late. Too late. It's too late.
order level needed. Sunstrike's not going to connect. Actually, the glimpse kind of off-puts the entire timing of that Sunstrike by solo, so bit of a miscommunication, I guess, between the mid and the Pulse 5. Nonetheless, it's still a 2k net worth advantage for the side of ex-Hellraisers. Like, they're winning all 3 lanes currently.
How is that possible? I think that's because of the supports being in the not the most efficient lanes for Shopify. That's just my opinion, but I believe that has a lot of impact on what happened in the lane. Morphing is still pretty farmed, just slightly behind the Terra Blade, but ex-HR is definitely going to be very, very pleased with the outcome of the laning phase. You know, they have a very greedy lineup. If the laning phase doesn't go well, they'll have a tough time. But right now, I think everything is going according to plan. If you're ex-HR, you're happy with what has happened.
Yeah, ex-Invoker has not been punished at all, which is very important. I don't think they've even rotated towards mid to do anything.
It's a 6/7 Invoker and he's top net worth. How? So it means that the 8th pick Park did not punish the Invoker.
Yeah, your first phase pick Invoker, easy peasy. Yutaka loving life. He's just maxing up Exort probably at this stage. You got, of course, the extra Forged Spirits now to help out with farming. He did go for the drums, so not as greedy as you normally see with like the Hand of Midas Rush.
He's probably still gonna get the... Oh, they're gonna call him, but he misses the Scatter Blast.
And Kiyotaka is going to be just fine, actually turning it around onto crit at the moment. A slight misplacement of that ice wall. Nonetheless, they need to be a bit careful now. Kiyotaka's got Sunstrike. Does guess incorrectly because Mikey did blink in a slightly shorter range. Huh. They're not having the best time here on Shopify. It's still going to be a Meteor Hammer, by the way, by Miro. It's just slightly delayed.
Greedy. But
that 23
understand
passive regen with the extra aura, or 20 passive regen already.
Bot lane, here comes crit. But it's understandable, you know, they're having a good start, so you can be greedy.
Can level
He's
Ravage,
he's
but
so
he doesn't have the
tanky.
mana. So
My god, he's so tanky with the Kraken.
no one's gonna
He's
help,
gonna-
but he's at least distracting them.
Nice. He's gonna die.
Well, in the meantime, on the other side, Fly will be caught out. The two supports, and Terry's and Solo, it's so freaking deadly. They have Static Storm available now as well. And the Ancient Sack's actually about to be cleared by Saberlight, or at least a decent amount. Ooh. Yeah, he does.
He got some of the crits with the raw.
Yeah.
The raw damage.
But then Terrence gets the two big black dragons afterwards, and Saberlight now made a mistake. Yutaka walking in, rotation from behind. It's going to be Mikey. He finds Saberlight, and Yutaka is going to be next in response here. Actually, Mortimer's Kiss is completely whiffed. What the hell?
What?
Okay.
Nobody died? Okay.
They just whiffed everything. That entire Mortimer's Kisses was just like nice. The ground's a little bit hot. What you gonna do?
Yep. Sometimes players just fuck up, you know? What else can we say? And we just pretend that it didn't happen. Let's go on with the game. So right now, state of the game. Tide is gonna finish his hammer in a bit, one creep. And there's a rotation down.
Oh, the Sunstrike in as well. Hook shot, Sunstrike combo. Ravage was not really a necessity there, but nonetheless, they do manage to take down Artur. Take the tier 1 tower towards bottom as well, and well, that lane is now in control of Hellraisers, ex-Hellraisers. And the Tide has his Meteor Hammer being delivered as we speak.
But he already killed the tower, so why do you still
Tier
need the
2
Meteor
push,
Hammer?
I guess.
Oh. Tier 2 push. 12 minutes in the game. Sure.
Shit. I mean, if no one's going to defend the tower, you might as well drop a couple of
Yeah,
hammers
sure.
on it.
Nobody's gonna defend your tier 2 tower at 12 minutes. I like your optimism.
Well, it's going to be Artur that's looking to defend it, but he can still drop it right now and do some unhealable
in front
damage.
of Morphling. In front of a Morphling that has stun. No.
Behind the tree.
Hookshot.
They'll find crit after they got Saberlight. 2 kills for Kiyotaka. Voker first phase pick seems to be very effective.
I'm not gonna say that it's correct to first phase the Invoker. If you're fishing that out of me, I'm not gonna say it's correct.
Hey, didn't Storm Summer also do that?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he lost most of the games that they did that, but when they pick Invoker later in the draft, when it's a good Invoker game, they
But
won
yesterday,
the
didn't he
games.
pick it first phase?
Yeah, but it was number 8. It was not 6, 7.
Oh, okay.
That's a huge difference with 6, 7 and number 8.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Kiyotaka does finally get taken down. 5 kill streak picked up there by Mikey, and Terry's takes a lot of damage trying to run away. Can they catch up? The dot damage is going to be enough. And Mikey gets the kill secured with the Witchblade dot. For more towards mid.
Arteezy is going in.
Actually turns into the Disruptor to get glimpse possibly off onto Solo. TB's just farming. I'm just having fun. Doing what he loves best.
Totally did not expect the game to be like this. Given the draft, you know. Like ex-Hellraisers, they got away with this really greedy draft. And they're in a very, very good position right now with the draft. I mean, granted that the Invoker didn't really go full grid mode. He went drums into he's going Witchblade. So he has a pretty good item build to fight early and just let the Chariot and Tide more of the farming. But overall, if you're ex-HR, you're very, very happy with how the game has progressed, you know, so far. You're doing well across the board in all 3 cores. Everybody has decent farm. And you have very strong late game with the Tide Ravage into Cataclysm. You have a Terror Blade.
They have 2 drums on ex-Hellraisers. Kiyotaka's got one, and Terry's has one as well.
It's fine.
And
they can.
Solo's building one as well.
It's fine. They can afford it.
Sunstrike, and nope. And Terry's is.
You see, the drums save him.
Do they though?
Gonna save him? Oh.
Oh yes, yes. So far it does. It actually catches out Fly. Value right there.
Wounded to my heart.
But Ramses is gonna die on the opposite side, and that is a big one.
Yep, big kill.
Actually
have
marked
ops.
up that he wants to go for Scotty instead of finishing up the Manta. Top side, Artur, fat meatball on his face, wait for him back. Solo has not the mana for Glimpse just yet. Now he does, but Artur is going to get taken down regardless. The roar on Thunderix is still not dead. Saberlight wants to hit him, but can't get it done. Glimpse does not interrupt.
What? It doesn't can?
No, it doesn't interrupt channel spells.
But it cancels TPs.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
What the hell?
I've had this same problem before playing Disruptor a lot, where I'm like, glimpse, and then it just doesn't interrupt it, and I still die.
What? So it doesn't stop Witch Doctor ulti as well?
I don't know. I think it works kind of... I don't play that much against Witch Doctor, so I don't necessarily know out of the top of my head. But it interrupt Black Hole, because that would really screw up your own team fight if you like displace the Enigma.
Yeah, that would be right. I don't know. Like Dota is very weird sometimes, and Mikey, they are trying to hunt him with solo. He has silence soon. 1 second. Oh, they don't see him. All right, unlucky. They didn't see him with the kinetic field.
Oh, Ramses. Okay, Scotty is a really good item if you can pick it up at a decent timing against the Morph. It's actually really freaking good. Oh, Solo needs help. Though if Mikey jumped forward, he needs to be careful because then he's going to get stuck. And
what a bro! What
Ramses
a bro!
with the save! Sunstrike comes in. Oh my lord.
Another Ravage miss.
That's a team player right there. Glimpse is available as well. Crit is gonna dodge the meteor hammer because of it, but he's still gonna die afterwards.
Ty's having a tough time, man.
Well, Miro is going for Ag, so it doesn't matter. He's got his farming tools being stacked up. Okay.
Whoa, okay. What?
Kiyotaka dies top, and Ramses dies solo to a sneaking little Artur.
I mean, they should know there's an observer there already. He died twice in the Ancients. Alright, they get the V-Ward, but that's a huge kill for Shopify. You know, those two kills kind of salvaged the game for them. Those are two really, really big kills. And, you know, even if the Terrible gets the Skadi, he still needs BKB. There's too much magic damage from Shopify. Like the Puck, Snapfire, you have the Morphling with his burst. So yeah, he still needs to get the BKB after you.
Mid, there's no Ravage, so they don't fear too much.
Oh, he's going Aghanim's on tight. Alright.
Yeah, good armor reduction is always nice, AoE. And it's a great farming tool. Honestly, it's a really good Ags. Nonetheless, there's a Kisses coming in. Meteor Hammer drop doesn't really do anything.
Oh,
the Kisses do tons of damage. Kiyotaka so close to dropping, but barely going to be able to slither on out. And,
I am sure it's better for him to get like a Grease, you know, rather than get an Axe. I don't know. Like, why is he actually getting the Axe, you know? I don't feel like it's actually that good this game. It's a very selfish item, you know. It's just good for yourself. And in certain situations, I feel like it's good, like when you have like a Ember, you know, somebody that can just do a lot of spread damage across the board. Then the AoE minus armor would be useful. But their heroes don't really benefit from the AoE minus armor.
You were talking about they need D push against the Ancient Beastmaster. This is a good way to have D push.
Okay, fine. That's true. But I don't know. I still prefer, you know, to be the front line. Like you gotta mech keep everyone alive and stand in front of the team fight. Because nobody is standing in front. Like Terrible is not standing in front. Invoker's not standing in front. You're gonna be standing in front as tight. I guess the stats from Aghanims will help. But I still like mech more.
But you farm your mech faster when you have Ags, so. Hey, Greed is good. He's an offlaner, which is just a safe lane in a different position.
I rather have like an earlier mech than get an axe and then I found the mech faster with the axe.
Possibly, but would you in this game? Are you looking to make it to late or are you looking to fight early? If you're Hellraisers,
obviously late.
This is a good way to get to late and also have good farm.
So it's basically like a very different way of like seeing it, right? Because I'm talking how much about like the tight needs to be a tower defender, and yes, you're right about like when you get axe you can deep push, you know. But I'm looking more towards of you get Mech and Pipe, and you stand at the tower, and then if they go for you, they need to expend a lot of resource and time to kill you. Because the type with this build, he's not really that tanky, you know?
I know, I understand. I guess they just don't want to fight anytime soon yet. Ramsey's is pretty much done with the Scotty. It's actually pretty nice to take a possible fight here, but there's just so much damage coming. Look at Shopify. They're already knocking on the high ground. That's
Yeah,
how
where's your tower defender? Where is your tower defender?
Well, he's running in with the haste rune. He's got the Ravage at the ready. Sunstrike comes out, and he's just gonna right click.
Yes, Aegis, bro. Morphin is Aegis.
Hook shot in. Ravage does get blown. Meteor Hammer on top as well. While they're in the Sackstorm Kinetic Field, Saberlight did already use the Roar. They find the first. Saberlight is going to be a second. Crit with a nice AoE stun, but they need to kind of be careful. Wait for him back in by the Morphling. Ramses does have that Scotty. No, actually, he doesn't have it bought up yet. He still needs to purchase the point booster at the secret shop. Does manage to pick it up right now, but the fight has ended. It's a pretty worthwhile engagement there for the side of ex-Hellraisers. Aegis popped, got 2 kills on top of it as well. And
yeah, very, very nice combo with the Tide here. You managed to get 2-man Ravage into a 2-man Meteor Hammer plus the Static Storm. So that pretty much won them that fight. So, okay, back to farming right now.
Yeah, he's got Ags now done, so. Doesn't have the Gush slow talent. That's a little bit sad. Doesn't even have Gush max level yet.
50 Anchor Smash damage is nice for farming.
That is very true. And of course, if you get level 20, Anchor Smash affects buildings, which you're never going to choose, but cool. Oh, crit. Hook shotted upon. Gets himself out of there, but the Glimpse will be holding him down, and Crit's dead. But in comes Mikey. And Mikey has a coil in 10 seconds. Miro just standing there like, they can't touch me, but
oh, they got
Kiyotaka can get the kill onto Mikey. Roar onto Kiyotaka. There's a Evoker trying to run away. Do they have detection? No, they do not. And he'll be able to disengage. Miro is going to be the next target here. While Kiyotaka is slithering on about. And currently Ramses is still farming on the other side of the map, trying to get his BKB. He's going to TP in. They have vision of the area with the Hawk. Meteor Hammer is not going to be able to land. Ramses is actually surrounded by enemies right now. In comes Antares, gets a 2-man catch. Kiyotaka is still here, coming through. Sunder comes out from Ramses. Fly is dropping dead, and Ramses doesn't have the meta for another 30 seconds, so needs to be a little bit careful. So does Saberlight, to be fair, because he does not have another Roar, but Ramses is going to bail out. Without the BKB, he does not feel that confident in taking more of this engagement. But Hellraisers, they're getting a couple of very important kills, especially just blowing up that Mikey puck was pretty huge coming out from Kiyotaka.
Yeah, that was a very, very well played, sequence by Invoker. He casted his spells very nicely, finishing off with a Deafening Blast, post step, and the right click set. So he had no time to have his second phase shift or third phase shift, I don't know, but his next phase shift ready to survive that. It's well played by Kiyotaka, and again, XHR, they are very happy if the game is like still in this state, like 50-50. You get to the late game, you have Invoker, you have Tide, you have Terrorblade, you're happy, The only thing I would say for Shopify is they have a late game offering, but Hookshot coming in.
Wow.
Sunstrike.
Down. But the rest of the team is like nowhere nearby. Glimpse comes back there. Gonna get the catch on Saberlight. Extra damage from Miro with that range gush. Ooh. Value.
Value,
Oh no, Ramses is dead though. That's counter value. He's gonna get caught out in the bottom lane. There's just too much magic damage. He really needs a BKB.
So they lost Terrorblade, they killed Beastmaster, not a very good trade for them. But I was gonna say, like, for Shopify late game, you still have like the Morphing Agonims later against the Terrorblade. That's very, very annoying. Alright, another kill.
A big fat meatball, always nice. Kiyotaka's playing such a good game on the focus.
Very scary right now with all this farm.
Next item, Blink Dagger, and yeah, late game Poker is also one of the most terrifying heroes out there.
Yeah, with Tide, it's very scary, with the Cataclysm. You just blow everybody out with 2 spells, or maybe 3 if you have Refresher.
Both Refresher, the beauty. Tide's actually going Blink into Pipe. And yeah, makes sense because currently
I mean,
Ramses is only dying
why is
to
he
magic
still
damage.
getting the, why is he still trying to get a pipe now?
I mean, the person, like the aura is in general already value. It's what?
Yeah, but if it's that valuable, why not get it like 10, 15 minutes earlier?
Because they didn't want to actually fight earlier. Like Ramses
Oh, but
doesn't
they
want to
were.
fight.
Come on, dude. He was at every fight.
But, true, but technically they shouldn't. Like the only ones that should get it should have been, you know, Vision with Rocket Flare, Glimpse back, Sunstrike. That should have been their fight. But they've gone pretty balls to the walls on ex-Hellraisers in a lot of these engagements.
Yep, now they're gonna smoke up with the blink. New purchase by Miro on the Tide. It'll be nice if they can actually get the Morphling, if they can find him.
Oh, Glimpse catch, but it's going to be a puck that they tried to glimpse, which is not the best target because you can just completely dodge it.
Yeah, now they know there's an Absorber in the lane, so... Yep, no more ward for you in a moment. Terabit is going to he already finished his BKB. He's going Lincoln's next to deal with the Raw.
Roar and also Morph, I think.
Yeah, the Morph one is probably the bigger one. The Morph X.
Which is pretty much done right now. It's really hard to deal with for TB because he steals, what, 20% of your stats and 70 attack speed? A little bit busted.
A little bit? Come on.
Okay, it's completely terrifyingly terrible. Ramses, though, needs to be careful because they're all smoked behind, trying to scout in the trees, but doesn't
I mean,
work.
if they can jump the Terra Blade and burst in.
Oh, they're going to go in on two different directions. Hook shots in. Ravage gets blown. Ramses needs to be careful. He's actually waiting out the BKB of the Morph to get a possible Sunder off. They lose one. Miro is going to be the second one. A lot of magic damage comes out from Ramses.
Oh, Sunder!
Sunder comes out onto the Morphling. They go Meatball as well. Archer gets blown to smithereens. And the 2-for-2 trade. But there is no Beastmaster and no Morphling for the next 60 minutes. Are they going to be able to extend? Ramses did just pop Metamorphosis, but doesn't have a BKB. That's the only downside. The Morph Drain is about to end. Mikey gets some extra damage in, but they're just going to back off on Hellraisers instead of lurking about too long.
Yeah, that was a very, very nice play there from Ramsey. Just waiting and waiting. He was very patient. Just waited for the Morphling to commit in, finish using his BKB, and then come back in, get the Sunder off. Just very nicely played there by Ramses. And now we are kind of in the late game already. This Invoker, Tide, and Terrorblade, they are very, very powerful right now. And Shopify, they have to try to, I would say, like make a play in the Rosh. They have to try to get the next Roshan and try to play around that since they have the Beastmaster vision. If they cannot get any form of advantage, you let the game just go as it is. Another 10 minutes, it'll be very difficult to deal with this Invoker type Terrorblade Tricore.
Yeah, but soon you've got yourselves to deal with the clockwork vision of Ags. He's almost done with it on Antares, and then you got the triple rocket flare, entire map scouting tool.
It's not just about that, you know. Like, he deals just so much damage. He kills all the supports easy. The Enchantress, the Snap.
Pushes the side lanes out the entire time as well.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Oh,
crit jumping in. Oh, he doesn't get the stun.
Meteor Hammer not going to be able to connect, but Crit still in trouble. Hookshot comes through. Glimpse and Fly actually down to the low ground, and they're going to back off. That was very aggressive by Crit. Team was nowhere nearby, but they're still lurking about. Arteezy is also on the side, going in onto solo, and the Disruptor will be found out. They're trying to get the counter ward to make sure that they can possibly head into the pit, but now that Clockwork does have his Ags, he's going to be able to spam as much as he likes. Push out everything. Hell, I'm so hoping that he's at one point going to get a snipe onto the Morphling. Swapping towards Agi, and then...
I mean, right now it's hard. Even if you swap to max, you have 1.6k HP, 1.7, so it's hard. Here comes XHR Tornado, BKB committed.
Oh, Roach has already been secured though. That's the big problem. Ramsey's walking forward. Lincoln Sphere gets popped, and the TB is trying to fight for more, but Ramsey's BKB is about to end.
He's not dying.
needs to get out. Does still have a Sunder at the ready, but they already lost Kiyotaka, which is a big one. The kisses come in, and Jerry's can't really do anything afterwards. They need to back off. Solo even bought back for this. And they have that Aegis on the Morphling as well. So this is problematic for ex-Hellraisers because now TB does not have meta for another fight. Actually, the illusion is doing a lot of damage onto the Morphling. And
alright, there goes the Aegis. Alright. Disruptor is ulti.
No. Yeah, he has ulti, but like, why did he die? That was weird. I mean, I know Scotty reduces the healing factor of the attribute shift, but that was a very sad way to die. On your first life. I probably could have killed him a second time as well, but I guess with the puck behind it, got a bit more
maybe
spooky.
they didn't realize his BKB is still on cooldown. That's why they didn't try. They just assumed that he has it, so they just didn't want to commit. Yeah, but I would say that even if he has his BKB, I'll just drop my static storm and just let him use it and see how the fight goes.
Fly. No, left behind. Saberlight's gonna, walk the opposite direction. Nope, not gonna deal with that. Kiyotaka getting closer to a Scythe of Vice. Hasn't had an item for a while now on the Evoker.
Yeah, that's a huge item. The Hex will allow them to catch either the Puck or the Morphling, and those are items that are very good, late game. If you can get like one key pick off, you might just get Rex out of it. I mean, HR is still in ex-HR is still in a very good position, despite like being like what 3. The 3K net worth down now doesn't really, like 2K doesn't really matter so much at the moment. It's all about like getting the right initiation, jumping on the right heroes, and just killing them. They have a very, very potent combo with the Ravage into the Sunstrike, Cataclysm or whatever it is later.
Miro's going for the Shard next. At one point, that's of course talking about like probably 20 minutes. You might have a Tide with a Refresher, Foker with Ags, maybe Foker with Ags and Refresher. Then you get like a godly
Tide.
team. I don't know why Miro's here.
He blinked in. Alright, he deserved to die. I'm not gonna lie. He blinked in to take that wave of creep over his own river. He went. No. I mean, he deserves to die there for sure.
And the rest of the team tried to help him out. Solo's gonna die because of it. That's gonna be a dieback onto the Disruptor.
And this Tide is like sabotaging his team so much, Like he made so many really bad mistakes in the game. And now it gives Shopify a very, very good opening here to. Are they gonna try to push Rex?
I would not see why not. At least try to force buybacks, which they don't have. What is Artur and Mike
that was
going
close.
deep?
Holy shit, he almost killed the Invoker.
Ramsey's going for the fight. It's a Sunstrike coming in onto the Voker. Can they get the kill though? But they do lose Kiyotaka. Ramsey's actually in trouble himself.
Sunder.
He's gonna die.
Oh, he can't Sunder the illusion.
Kiyotaka comes back and he is just gonna get controlled up.
Oh,
die
GG.
back and meet GG.
Okay, that's GG.
What?
I mean, they're definitely tilted. I tell you, they were fucking tilted by the Tide feeding middle. I say, after that death, everybody was like tilted, like they tried to go near him and then they tried to save him and then the 2 supports died as well. And then 2 cores were like, when somebody makes a bad mistake like this and everyone else dies, it probably means like people are just angry, they're talking and talking and talking in the game. They're like trying to blame each other and then they lose focus on the game and that's why you see all this chain feed happening. And then the game just ends.
Yeah, that was